What is up, you guys? It is therapy day, and we are starting once again, like right here. Like we're already here, man. We started from the apartments. Now we here, or however that goes. Speaking of, I got a new. I've got a new video idea for that other channel that I'm not going to talk about here. But if you want to know more, I'll say just message me. But it involves that song that started from the bottom. Now we hear. Uh, if you want to know more, just ask. Message me. I don't really check Instagram anymore, so sorry about that. Um, but like message me on Facebook or something. I don't know. I wish they had that on like a messaging feature on YouTube. Uh, I don't think they do. And maybe they do, and I just like have never seen it or whatever. I've been on YouTube. I just checked my channel. Was it the other day or something? And I realized I have almost 700 videos in on this YouTube game. That is insane to think about. Is that I got almost 700 videos up on that channel. Uh, 700. Wow. Anyway, so we are doing the reason we're starting here. We got an early start coming to the Berg, and we just went clothes shopping because we're getting ready for a beach trip. Is this weekend, so this is probably going to be the last vlog or like anything that I do before we go to the beach. And yeah, so then after here, we're going to go look for shoes. We got a whole bunch of other stuff we got to go do. I already got swimming trunks. I've already got beach towels, but you get stuff like sunblocks and all of that socks. Um, yeah. So anyway, let's see. It seems like I did have stuff to. Oh yeah, I got a another. Imagine that, another good. Or well, excuse. Let me start over. I've got another camera coming. It's not a good well, at least it's not a great camera. It is the Canon V10. Uh, and I know probably at least any of you that knows anything about these cameras know you're probably asking why. Like why? Well, I wanted a camera to put on like my desk in front of the computer. So like if I ever want to do any more like editing tutorials or like maybe a reaction video or whatever, I want to have a camera on that desk. To like look at me, like, hey, look at me. I'm a big old fat guy. Look at me. Um, so, you know, the Canon V10 like fits that mold pretty well because it's got that little built-in little kickstand, and so it's going to be about perfect for that because my desk is like so cramped and cluttered. I wanted to put I was going to put my Sony Axe53 camcorder there for it, but there's like no room to set it up on a tripod or anything without obstructing my view of either the computer monitor or the television monitor. And so it just doesn't work. And I had other options. Like I do have that Zoom, was it the Q2NK or Q2N4K or whatever? That camera is so much shit. That camera is just pure shit. So I went ahead and ordered the Canon V10, uh, mostly because of the kickstand on it. And then we're going to put that up on the desk. And if we do like a tutorial or whatever, we got something that y'all can look at my ugly mug. And you're welcome. You're welcome for that, by the way. Or I'm sorry. Take your pick. You're welcome or I'm sorry. Whichever one is up to you. Ugly is in the eye of the beholder, as they say. Ugly is in the eye of the beholder. And so then I took the camcorder and I ran that around to the other corner. So we're going to have a keys cam. So whenever we're filming content, like in studio content like that, I'll have a camera pointed at her little cat tree thing, which, by the way, she was just gifted a new cat tree that we put back there. So, if you're on my personal Facebook page, I posted up pictures of it. So if you want to see it early, whatever, like I said, we're not going to be filming anything else after this until we get back from the beach. Son of a beach. But, you can wait until after that, otherwise, if you're not on my personal Facebook page. But it's going to be a gas or whatever they say. And, it's going to be a pain in my ass, sort of, too, because, I've only got 8 inputs on the video switcher, which means that we're going to have to, alternate both my MacBook Air, the, the NVIDIA Shield, when I need to use those, with the Keys Cam, or we'll call it the Goddess Cam, whatever. Because, Alicia Keychains is a goddess. And the, what's the other one, the other one will alternate probably with my Mac Studio, which, ironically enough, is, we'll figure things out, because it probably not the Mac Studio, because the Mac Studio is going to be if we do tutorials or anything like that, it's going to be on the Mac Studio probably. I don't know. We could do tutorials on the MacBook Air, I guess, but I don't know. We'll handle each thing as it comes. It's really not a big deal. Let me extend. It's really just a matter of pulling one cable out and pushing another one in, as the old hymnal goes, push it real good. Dun, 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 dun. I think that's how the hymnal goes. It's something to those effects. Keys is doing good. She is being a little perv and watching me poop, but that's what cats do. That is what cats do. Yeah. I am glad that I edited out that bit last vlog about 86 girl, because my dumb ass gave another chance and got 86th again. So, fuck that shit, That's all right, Ain't nothing special. Ain't really a big loss. It's just, it kind of sucks when you get 86th. But, it's whatever. I go home and I smoke mad weed. So it's all okay with me, or whatever. I'm trying to think, because I know I got more going on, and I just can't think of it. And I think I got the ND filter thing on here fixed too. So let me, how blue is that sky? It's kind of hard for me to see because of these things on my eye. But how is that sky? How is that sky? That is actually the other thing that I think is pretty cool about the Canon V10 is that it's supposed to have a built-in ND filter. So that's pretty cool. I haven't had a camera with a built-in ND filter. I would prefer better customization of controls, like, better control over ISO, exposure, and aperture and everything. That is the worst part about these cameras like that with the fixed lens, is not being able to really control the aperture. Uh, because most of these cameras like this one included, has a fixed lens, and you know, it's usually always above 2. And like, if anytime you want to shoot in low light, either if you want to shoot in low light, or you want to get that like blurry background effect, it's all about the aperture and opening up that f-stop. And you can't really do that with a fixed lens. So if you've got a fixed lens, like this one, I think is f2.6 or something, which isn't bad, but it's not great either. For my Nifty 50, even though it's technically 25 mil, but micro four thirds, I think is 1.6. And all of my, what do you call them? All of my prime lenses are under 2 f-stops. And like my zoom lenses are like all, like, I think 3.5 and up or something, so, prime lenses is always where it's at. But unfortunately, though, with a mirrorless camera, you have to drag around a mirrorless camera. That's what I was just talking to my dad about, going to the beach, is, I want to take my GH5, because the GH5 is by far the best camera that I have. And I got all those lenses for it and everything. And I know how to use them. But when I take the GH5, then I have to also take the extra battery packs and the adapters and the cage and the external monitor and the carbon fiber tripods and all of that. And, before you know it, just to take the THC, I got to smoke mad weed. No, just to take the GH5, we're talking about like 2 extra bags and a thicker tripod. So, I don't think I'm really shooting anything at the beach serious enough that I really need a mirrorless camera, like my GH5. So, I'm probably just going to take this one, the X5 and the Action 5, because, I don't really need the rest. I don't think, we got to pack light, and that's the way that we're going to pack light. And it's going to be a little bit nerve-wracking, too, because it is going to be, I think, 16 of us. There's going to be like 16 of us in that beach house. And, if you've been following my channel for a while, then, you probably already know that I don't just have anxiety. I have like anxiety that is on crack. My anxiety is like through the roof. Unlike Mel Brooks, high anxiety. Well, that literally, because, acrophobia or whatever, but, whew, my anxiety be bad. But, if I listen to my anxiety, excuse me for a sec. Good. If I listen to my anxiety and always do what my anxiety tells me to do, then I'm probably going to end up living my whole life in my room and never go nowhere, do nothing, because my anxiety doesn't want me to do anything. You know, my anxiety wants me to just stay home and never do a goddamn thing. So, you know, I'm constantly having to like fist fight my anxiety, and you know, so that's what we're doing. Uh, and we're gonna go get wet and jump up. Well, actually, I'm not gonna jump in the ocean. I am gonna walk in the ocean, and I am gonna walk into the ocean and never be seen again. No, not really, not that last part, but you know. Anyway, so all right, I might pick this back up after one point because we got like 100 more places to go after this. I don't know. If not, then thank you for watching. I love you, and I will see you in the next one, babies. Bye bye.